Can you imagine playing football without a goalpost? Absurd, right? You just see 24 guys on the field playing endlessly and aimlessly. That's how we live our lives when we don't have goals. Hello, friends. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. Happy New Year. You can tell I'm so excited. I'm so excited to see you in the year of our Lord 2023. It doesn't matter how 2022 went. I'm just so excited. Don't you know how that feeling of a fresh start? I don't know, but I love it. I love the feeling of a fresh start. A brand new year, a brand new canvas to create anything you want to create. I'm so excited. I love New Year's. I love new beginnings. And I like that feeling. Welcome back to my channel, guys. My name is Ebby. If you're new here, welcome. I'm so happy to have you. Good to see you. Thank you for stopping by. Please feel free to click subscribe, like this video, and share with your friends. Please show me some love. Thank you for being here. Today is gonna be a short video, but I wanted to speak about goals. I know it's that time of the year where everybody's talking about goals, but please just hear me out. I know it can become overwhelming when everybody's talking about goals, New Year resolution, new year, new me, yada yada yada. But see, hold up. I think it's important to discuss this thing. You know, I call you guys my friends because I feel we have a connection. Like we have a connection, okay? And I want what's good for you. Ask people in my circle. I'm always looking out for them, always, trying to help them achieve their goals and become better version of themselves. That's why it's important we speak about this topic. Yes, I know that maybe you may have tried to set goals before and it didn't work and you kind of feel like it doesn't work. No, darling, it does work, and it's very important to set goals. Before I speak about how to set goals and things like that, I'm going to share in this video why it's important to set goals. Okay, and the first thing I have on my list, if you see me looking down, it's because I'm looking at my notes. I just want to make sure that the video is focused and you get all the points that I'm sharing. The first the first point here, why goals are important, is because goals help you align your focus. Goals help you align your focus. Honestly, focus is so important. It's so important. I've heard of the analogy of how water can cut through a rock when it is, when it has that pressure and it's just consistent. And so I see the importance of focus. It's so important to have like a clear goal, a clear direction of where you're going to, and just aligned. I don't know about you, but having to look in every direction and just be all over the place isn't something nice. And I don't think you want that for your life. So one of the things that goals help you do is have that sense of clarity and focus. See, goal setting is very good. The hardest part is actually deciding on what your goals are. And I'll talk about it in my next video. I'll share about, 12 areas of your life for you to set goals in. That will give you some form of guide on how to set goals. But today I'm sharing about why it's important to set these goals. One is that sense of clarity and focus. So yes, we have 365 days stretched ahead of us, and a clean canvas. But what are we going to do with it? How are we going to live our lives? You don't want it to be one of those years where you just live haphazardly. You have no direction, no focus. Anywhere belly face, you're just going. Okay. And at the end of the year or at the end of, the period, you're looking like, what did I even achieve? I know, end of the year, lots of people talk about what they achieved. But if you don't set out to achieve anything, my darling, you ain't gonna achieve anything. Or even if you do achieve things, it may not fall in line with your priorities or in the areas where you expected your life to go or in the direction you want your life to go. That's why it's important to set goals to sort of give you a focus and an area of clarity. Okay. Another important reason for setting goal is that it gives you a sense of mastery. It does. It gives you a sense of mastery. It helps you improve and develop. So you have that sense of focus. And the truth is that when you focus in an area and you continually develop yourself in that, you grow and you become better. Remember that saying about practice making perfect? When you keep practicing, you not like you become perfect, but you develop a sense of mastery in that area. That's important. Can you imagine playing football without a goalpost? Absurd, right? You just see 24 guys on the field playing endlessly and aimlessly. That's how we live our lives when we don't have goals. Because how do you benchmark? How do you measure? How do we know, okay, how do we know who's winning? How do we know, how do you know they're growing? What's the point if you don't have a set of benchmark to help you, guideline you and, say, this is the direction you're going, or this is what we're trying to achieve. So if you can't imagine going for a football match where there are no goalposts, why are you living your life without setting goals? It's not adding up. It's not adding up. You don't want to be footballers playing without a goalpost, or a basketballer playing without a net, because you won't know where you're going. And you can't really manage what you don't measure. I learned this a long time ago from Pastor Sam Adeyemi. You can't grow what you don't measure. You can't grow. In the 12 areas of your life I'm going to speak to you about, you won't be able to experience growth in those areas if you're not setting goals, if you're not measuring how you're growing. Do you understand? So goal setting helps you grow. It helps you measure your progress, basically. And it helps you improve on that, because you cannot improve on what you don't properly manage. You can't manage what you don't measure. Okay, so in different areas of your life, in your finances, if you're not setting goals, you're not tracking your finances, you're not able to grow in that area. Okay, for instance, in my finances, I can tell you how much I earned last year. And so because I was able to measure that and track that, I can set the goal to say, oh, this is what I want to earn the next year, and track it as well. But if I don't set that goal and I don't measure this area, I'll probably just keep living every day haphazardly. No, that's not me. And I hopefully that's not you. And something very important about goal setting I want to emphasize is that sometimes it's not even the goal that's the most important aspect of goal setting. It is who you become while setting this goal. That's the most important aspect of goal setting. The person you become. Because to be honest, when you set goals, especially goals that stretch you, you have to become a different person to achieve those goals. So it's who you become in the process of trying to achieve your goal that's the most important thing. Because you become more developed, because you have to be consistent to achieve a certain goal. You have to put yourself out there to achieve certain goals. Yes, single sisters and brothers, you have to put yourself out there to achieve that goal of becoming bowled up and married. You have to put yourself out there. So in many of our goals, we have to move out of our comfort zone to achieve them. Okay, so what is most important? It's not really about the goals. It's who you become in the process of setting those goals. But if you don't set those goals, to be honest, I say this all the time, life doesn't like vacuums. If you're not setting goals, if you're not growing in a certain area, you are automatically regressing. If you're not using certain skills that you have, you're automatically losing those skills and losing expertise in them. That's just how life is. There's no middle ground, to be honest. You're either growing or you're losing ground. Okay, so it's important to set those goals which will help you grow in trying to achieve them. I've shared about how goals help you, help to create that laser focus. When you know where you're going to, nobody will keep dragging you in different directions. And if you don't set that course for your life by yourself, with the help of God, obviously, you keep going in anywhere people want you to go, you keep going there. If you don't know where you're going to, anywhere will look like it, and people will keep dragging you in different directions. So settle down and decide on where you want to go to. With the help of the Holy Spirit, settle down. And one important thing I tell people about creating goals is that, especially as Christians, you can't create goals in a void. You have to work with God to set in those goals. Who do you want to become? Your goals will help you become that person. Your goals should align with your priorities, the things that are important to you. And that's what I told myself in the new year. I said, I want my goals to reflect the person that I want to be. So in my spiritual goals, I want it to reflect the person that I want to be. Overall, the things that are important to me, I tell myself, it's important to me. So I have to take action. I have to set goals. I have to find people that will help me achieve those goals. It's important. And you need to take your life seriously. You need to. You need to take your life seriously, because God will even ask you for account of your life. How did you spend your life? How did you use your gifts, your skills, your talent? Did you grow? Did you grow in your gifts? Or did you just bury it and not improve on them? Goals will help you improve on your skills, your gifts. It will help you become a better person. And even in terms of mental health, your goals will help you have a sense of direction. And that really does improve your mental health, because it gives you a sense of purpose, a sense of drive. You have something that you're going towards. It just keeps you moving. And it uplifts your mood when you have something that you're looking forward to and something that you're working towards. But I don't know if you've ever been depressed or feeling moody or down. Do you understand? You kind of feel like you don't have any purpose. That's the feeling that comes with feeling down, moody, and depressed. You have that feeling of no purpose, no direction, just. But having goals help you to combat those, because you have a sense of direction. You have a sense of purpose. You know where you're going to. Okay? So it's important to set goals, even for your mental health. It's important. It helps you in your well-being. Another important thing about goal setting is it creates accountability. It creates accountability, because then you have something to hold yourself onto. If I wasn't setting goals for instance, in my friendships or in my relationship or in my personal development, I don't have anything to hold myself on. So I remember the year that I didn't set goals, because also I fell into that mood of every year we're setting goals, but not all the goals are coming to pass. And then there was one year I was like, nah, I'm just going to wing it. At the end of the year, yes, I did achieve a few things, but I couldn't measure my life against certain things. For instance, this year when I did my reflection on the last year, I was able to say, okay, what did I plan to achieve in the year 2022? And did I achieve them? I was able to achieve some of them, many of them. But I also became a better person in the process of trying to achieve those goals. So yes, what I'm saying is it gives you a sense of accountability. So you know what to hold on, what to hold yourself accountable to. So yes, you didn't plan to lose weight. So how did you expect that you lose weight? You probably even add more weight if you're not setting goals in the areas of your fitness, health, wellness. Okay, I think I've spoken a lot about why it's important to set goals. And one thing I want you to take from this is the person that you become in the process of setting goals is much more important than, achieving the goals or things like that. For instance, if you set a goal to climb Mount Everest, for instance, okay, the person you have to become to climb Mount Everest isn't the same person that sleeps on the couch and watches TV and eats junk. No, you have the best in the process of trying to achieve that goal. You become better. And how much more when you achieve those goals, the kind of person that you become. I think it's important to set goals. In my next video, I'm going to share with you 12 areas of your life to set goals. And I'll give you instances of how to set those goals. Thank you for watching. Please don't forget to subscribe, leave a comment, let me know that you enjoyed this video. Feel free to share if there's any question you have or an area of the video you want me to elaborate on. Leave me a comment, question, or just say hi. I really appreciate it. And also find me on Instagram at Explore with Ebi and on Twitter at Ebi Ahige. Thanks for being here. See you.